We are approaching the coast of Vietnam. And here's our escort. Nice long beach. Here's the captain and his crew. Of course, we're headed the other way. He's looking behind him. I knew we were coming in not downtown, but out in an industrial cargo area. Industrial it is. Okay, all of these buses are going to Imperial Way. More buses over here.
The Summer Palace, where the king organized many important events in.
These are traditional Vietnamese fishing boats. They look quite similar to fishing boats we saw in Ireland.
Here you can see the mountain area. Trees. We also have the gum trees. Gum trees a lot in Australia, and in Vietnam we also have a lot of gum trees. So 40% is the mountain and the hills in Vietnam. I think we can do that. We have a legal limit in some parts of the road, so our drivers have to follow the legal limits. Maybe the traffic police they could be somewhere here using the. They use the highway number 1 every day. A lot of buses, truck, vans, or many motorbikes, or everything. So on the highway, so we have to follow the legal limits. Of the world, you can see Vietnamese country is very narrow, very strong country in Asia. They seldom cremate the dead. After a person dies, we keep the dead in the wooden coffin and bury underground. After 3 years, we excavate the grave, and then the clean or collecting, cleaning and collecting the bones, put in a small box, and then bury underground rice. After Thailand. And Vietnam is number 2 country
in the world.
Export coffee
Population
after
is about
Brazil,
87
and
million.
number 1 country, big lake. It is not the ocean. It is the lagoon. Lagoon. Yes. So in here we have a very, very abundant and diversified fishes and ecologies. For raising, livestock, pig, chicken, or buffalo, or cows. Yes. So how do you say hello in Vietnamese?
So
You
Vietnam
can say Xin Chào,
uses Latin letters and not
SINCHAO,
the
Xin
picture
Chào.
writing of
So
the
Xin
rest of
Chào
Asia.
Vietnam.
It's the lagoon again.
Other people. We have coffee candy and durian candy. One crop lasts
The
for 3
bamboo
months
sticks
and
out
10
there
days.
are marking fish traps.
So waiting for the rice growers, farmers, what do? They have nothing to do. So many young men, they go to the city for earning money. They can be the gardeners, they can be the workers or builders. So at the moment in the village, we have, young children, women, and old people. For the men, they go to the city for working. And when they have, a crop, they have to get back for cultivation, you know, for harvest. You can see that. Look on the right, you can see buffalo, and you can see the man standing on the buffalo. Look, maybe he is herding the buffaloes right over here. So buffalo is very useful for agriculture, you know, buffalo ploughing and buffalo helping people carrying the heavy things to the rice field. And we don't eat buffalo meat. No, we don't eat buffalo meat. When the buffalo die, we keep the buffalo under the ground and we build the grave of the buffalo. Okay, so we regard buffaloes as the human beings. Buffalo sent over here for building house. So we have a local material for building houses. Look on the right, we see the countryside markets. We can see everything in the markets. You know, we can buy everything in the markets. Or near the house, or in front of the house, or behind the garden, you can see clearly. You know, so this is the altar to worship the dead, to worship their ancestor. They put in there an incense burner and a banana, right? The fruit, you know, like a big altar on the right and some on the left, you know. So one house get one or two altars. Before getting the walking tour in the imperial and forbidden cities, we will stop in the hotel where you get the washing room place for traveling. People said that where is the land of the romantic poems, the sky of the music, and the words of the many sweetheart people. Now, on the right you can see the local markets. This is the flower markets, and behind this building you can see the fishing markets and the clothes markets. And on the left you can see the many shops. This is the private. The building on the right, this is, yes, the supermarkets. We are in the main roads of the city. Another building on the right, this is the Indochine Palace, the big hotel, 5 stars hotel, under management by German group from Germany. And the yellow building on the right, this is the temple. The temple. You see,
you're practicing for the Wave Festival that's going on with musical groups from around the world.
Building on the
Here
right.
we have some bicycle riders, racers.
So this is the city center roundabout.
There's an advertisement for the Festival Way 2012. This is our pit stop in downtown Way. Beautiful hotel. Beautiful, peaceful gardens. Nice swimming pool. Couple little kids over here enjoying it.
The end of the river, the ocean. Look on the right, you can see the bridge. It was built by French people in 1901. However, it was broken down in 1968 by the Tet Offensive events.
It's the Perfume River, and that's the stage for one of the concerts tonight.